Hi beauties, it's another polygel party with your girl TiaBella. So in today's video, I'm super excited to be playing with some more polygel, and I'm thinking the design that I really want to go for today is color block. Now color block is just having multiple colors onto the nail next to each other in a layered kind of fashion. So it's very similar to marble, but it's not exactly mixing the colors together. I saw this photo on Pinterest and I thought it was so pretty. This is made of acrylic, but I don't have any acrylic. So I'm going to be using my Saviland Polygel to try to create a similar look in today's video. I'm going to start off by applying base gel. I'm using the brand COLORBLOCK onto my finger, and then I'm going to take my Macart polygel brush as well as this Beetles pink nude polygel and just put a medium-sized bead onto the base of my nail, and then I'm going to form this to create a French look. Now, I did previously do a lazy girl method. That's why my nail looks the way it does. I applied the polygel underneath the nail and then applied it to my nail. But today I'm actually going to be adding polygel on top of the nail. So that's why my nail looks the way that it does. Once I'm done forming and curing the polygel, I take an alcohol wipe and remove that sticky layer, and then I'm going to go in with my 100-180 file and just file around the edges just to make sure that it's nice and sharp, so that when I add the remaining polygel onto this French tip, that you can see the difference between the two different layers. So to create this look, I'm going to take small beads of each of these colorful polygels and just apply them onto this nail tip. Once I'm done, I will just apply a little bit of base gel onto the polygels as my slip solution, and then I'm going to pat them gently into each other.
Yeah. Slow mo. Let me look. Turn it up. Turn it up. Emotions normally take over your pulse. I know your name. Tell me who you really waiting for.
Once I'm done, I'm then going to wipe that sticky layer off again with an alcohol wipe. I'm going to take my file and file around the edges as well as the top of the nail, and then I'm going to go in with my Melody Susie electrical nail drill and just kind of file around this nail. Now this is a little bit thick because, as I mentioned, I did have a previous lazy girl nail on this, so there's polygel underneath this nail as well. So if you don't have a nail drill, you will definitely need to use your 100-180 file just to file. It might take you a while with lots of dust, but I think having an electric file is very convenient, especially when you want to do polygel nails like this.
Just admit it, you got it, baby. Ain't you ready to go? And you with it, you know it, lady. Damn it, baby, I know. Tell me reasons you still here waiting. And you felt this before. All I want is you now and later. Go wherever I go. Go wherever I do. Go wherever I go. Do wherever you know. I know you know. I wanna wait.
So moving on to my index finger, I want to create a side French look with this. So what I'm going to do is apply a few different colors of polygel onto the side French nail, and then I'm going to go in with a glitter polygel just to create a little barrier and to give this nail a little bit of sparkle onto my nail.
Until you
Once I am done filing, this is how my nail looks. Now, filing the nail definitely makes it more sharper, and it's going to make it much more apparent when you are putting your next polygel next to it. So by sharpening and by filing each side of the polygel, it just creates a really clean, sharp edge to the end of that polygel, and it's going to be able to see in your design much easier. Now, if you are very good at creating lines and you don't feel like filing them, that's also perfectly fine. It's still going to look really nice, but it'd probably look a little bit more ombre than it looks more color block. When you are applying polygel in a line or any sort of color block, one tip I would say is that just to try to make sure that the design that you want to go for, that you have your polygel in it. So as you can see here, I actually slanted my spatula so that I could create the line and get it as close as possible to the area that I want. Because if I had just put this as a circle, it's going to take me a while to actually form that line. So when you are trying to create a design with your polygel, try to get it into the shape and in the area that you want your polygel to be in, so that you don't have to drag this design onto it. Based on previous experience, I know that if you do drag glitter polygel, sometimes it can leave a little mark behind. So that's just another little tip for you. So now on this nail, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some pink nude polygel to the base of the nail and finish off this nail. So for my middle finger, if you remember this picture, there's lots of glitter going down the center. From my middle finger, I'm gonna go in with some more sparkly, more glittery polygel from Saviland. So I'm gonna be using these glittery looking ones, and I'm taking very tiny beads and putting them directly to the center of the nail, or as close as possible to the center of the nail. And as you'll see me try to pat them into position, you'll see that sometimes some of the polygel does drag. And then what you'll need to do is take that brush and just kind of glide that excess off, going straight down the center of the nail. For my ring finger, I have taken my polygel of different colors and just slide them in a diagonal line onto the nail, and then I'm going to cover this with some base gel again as my slip solution, and then just gently, very lightly pat them into place, because I don't want the colors to mix. I don't want this to look like a marble. I just want the colors to just sit almost like a candy cane on top of each other. And last but not least, for my pinky finger, I'm trying to achieve a very deep V, a deep French V, or V French, I'm not sure how you say it. So basically I am going in with a pink, followed by a glitter, followed by more glitter. Here is the final look of these nails. I really can say that from the first time that I tried polygel on top of my finger and to now, I have definitely improved. So I hope that this video has been a little bit helpful and that you see that you can create really wonderful designs with polygel on the top of your nail or via the lazy girl method, which I have done both. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.